We've looked at applying adjustment layers to a layer. We've looked at applying them to multiple layers. We've looked at working with masks to control how the application of that adjustment is applied to the image. Let's go to masks one more time, and let's work with one of my favorite ways to play around with masks, a gradient. Now think of what a mask is. Black areas of a mask mean don't adjust and white areas do. But we haven't touched on gradients yet. Open up this image right here in our exercise file, and once more I want to thank Photospin for these because they're really cool. Kind of like a snow fog, I guess, or something like that. Let's come down here to our adjustments and apply something, well, let's go crazy up front, like maybe invert. Now the purpose of invert is to invert the image. There are no options for invert. It turns it into a negative. Just a suggestion to play around here. Pick up your gradient tool right here. Make sure by clicking this button here that you're on this right here. That's the foreground to background color. And make sure you're in the linear gradient that's right there. Now those are the defaults, so you shouldn't have a problem. I'm using black and white as my colors. Now that's important because gradients on masks must be shades of gray. Now with the mask selected right here, I'm going to get, right about here, and just drag across the image. Now, I'm not saying this is what you want, but what I'm saying is the effect is being controlled precisely by the gradient. If I get right about here and make it really short, you can do something, I guess, crazy like that. Let's reopen our panel here for properties, and let's get rid of that one. Let's go into, I'll tell you what, let's go back to vibrance. That's kind of a fun one. And what we'll do is we'll hold down our saturation and maybe pull up the vibrance just a little bit. All right, let's close this out so we can see the image. Pick up your gradient tool again, and we can actually just drag across it. Or maybe do something a little bit more dramatic by coming right about here and dragging a short stroke from there to there, or to make it look a little bit more black and white in the snow areas and more colorful up here, or might be interesting if we go the other way and drag up, creating something like that. Using gradients, and here it is, right here. I'm holding the Alt key down and clicking. Allows you to take an adjustment that would be normally applied to the entire image and very precisely and softly and slowly apply that adjustment exactly the way you want it applied, using gradients with adjustment layers, or actually any layer mask. On to the next.